2022 FA Cup final. Two sides that know each other so well, two managers that know each other so well. Who and how is the difference going to be made here? Andy Robertson, Virgil van Dijk. They do love to get it forward early. Liverpool maybe slightly different to Chelsea in that respect. It was very warm, Stuart, to try and harness Alexander-Arnold and Roberts. And a touch away from opening the scoring. It was all from a bad kick from Salah as he kept it in. Both these clubs have had relatively easy draws through the earlier rounds. They didn't meet Premier League opposition until their semi-finals. Of course, for Liverpool, there's a big task against Manchester City, which they're... Keita's coming into the middle. Naby Keita, and it's behind Salah. Just bisected the two. Liverpool is cutting through again. This is a real chance. Scrambled away, but only as far as Naby Keita, who wants to drive it back. And can't find the target, and Luis Diaz is annoyed with himself. One-on-one with the keeper, he couldn't convert. Well done, Edouard Mendy for Chelsea.
Well, a couple of great passes. The first one you mentioned from the goalkeeper, Alisson. The second one was from Alexander-Arnold. Watch when it comes to him here. He sees the run of Diaz.
Diaz wants to line it up for himself. Block as well. Doesn't get as far as either. And they've got the strength of Lukaku. Losing out. And going to be a free kick. Despite the protest from Thiago, I thought he got a piece of the ball.
Good play from Kovacic.
Under the cosh a bit in these early minutes. Alonso takes, and then he puts it. Henderson. On for Mane to chase. Good head work by Mendy. Wasn't sure whether he's inside or outside the area. Safe bet to do what he did. Safer bet. Robertson. Pulisic's there! Well, he scored the opening goal in the cup final 2 years ago. It wasn't enough. They lost 2-1 to Arsenal, picked out by Mount. But that... And it's Marcus Alonso, got a great chance. But Alisson came out, and it was a big spread, a successful one. Chelsea starting to get going, Stuart.
Yeah, great opportunity. On his left foot as well, Marcus Alonso. Pulisic.
Alexander-Arnold, who happy to let rip from Mane. No foul. This game is shaped up. But here's Lukaku. Trying to use his strength. It's on his weaker side, now it's on his stronger side. Another cross in the middle. Jota is very good in the air for a small in by Robertson, and Jota gets there. And it's the kind of finish that he's very good at, but not that time.
Well, I thought Mane missed the opportunity to start with. When he was running with the ball, Diaz was wide open. It's all slowed down, switch of play, and then Jota.
Dino. Lukaku on his stronger side. He was almost a bit too anxious to let fly. He didn't have a measure of control.
Well, a half chance. Good play from Chelsea. From the throw.
And they want Alisson to come. They being Van Dijk.
Lost his confidence completely since he's been at Chelsea.
He started to grow in authority, as Tuchel's side have. Alonso had a good chance, Pulisic just before that, but Liverpool were the team that started as if it's going to be their day. Alisson was a spectator for...
Right, didn't he?
Chelsea are in again, and Alisson saves again. And Alonso was good play, in the sense that Mount got out of the way and cut results in yellow. Oh, and it's hit the bar from Alonso's free kick. Alisson was reaching for it, might have brushed his fingertips, but he was going to hurt his old club. Leicester went on to win. Alexander-Arnold to fizz it across. A bit too much is on it in the end for Andy Robertson as the fullbacks, as they do so often for Liverpool, look to pave the way to victory.
Well, it's a good ball, isn't it?
Diaz is not far away. He certainly is not shy of shooting.
I think he had Mendy beaten there. Watch from behind the goal. There's a lot of goal to aim for. Mendy stones
for a famous piece of silverware, and the goalkeepers are playing there with James. It's Reece James. Very good. Jota! Jota, not quite the slotter.
Again, the ball's won back in a good area. Robertson picks out a decent.
Uses Robertson, who put it into Keita. Good strike. Took it early. Tried to catch the goalkeeper out in that respect. Good hands from Mendy.
Yeah, his first touch is
stamina. Here is Alonso. Lukaku went for it or not. It comes to James. And in the end, this drill wide. It's another shot off target from Christian Pulisic. Gets himself, by playing a little bit deeper, gets into these positions around the edge of the penalty area. But he just can't find the one to win the cup. Here's Diaz trying to bend it. Give Wembley another special FA Cup final memory. Great intent, not quite great enough execution.
Well, he did everything right. He picked up the ball because there was a good overlapping run. Just see who makes the run.
Here's Conte. This one, no. He gets the corner. Alisson will catch it. And Van Dijk makes sure that Alonso, finding Alonso. Again, it's just that devil beat. Oh, and that was nearly it. Luis Diaz, who started the game as the most dangerous attacker, nearly finished the game Liverpool's way.
There again, you see Antonio Rudiger is playing as a left back here, and Diaz just gets it
to Milner. Oh, it's the post again for Andy Robertson. Liverpool, that's it. And now they're taking on Chalobah. He did well to stay with him, and it's Diaz. And he tries to place it, and it just didn't curl back in.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
As we go into 3 added minutes, Stuart.
Well, credit again to Thiago Silva. Yes, he couldn't stop Diaz getting the shot away. Yes, he couldn't stop Diaz running down the side.
We go to extra time in the 2022 FA Cup final. In terms of clubs, it's a repeat of the League Cup final. In terms of the scoreline and indeed the nature of the match, Stuart Robson.
Well, it's certainly been another good game. Both sides have had their chance.
Liverpool for Alonso. Ziyech is the target. It's a shove by Konate. Nothing from Craig Pawson. Ziyech making too much of it. Younger have that responsibility. Mount! Ziyech to put it. When you get the Alonso's very good in the air as well. And get it across. But might not yet go. A block on the edge of the
shoulder. And that is the end of the extra time.
Well, we've had a lot of good football. We've had two teams totally committed to trying to win the cup. It's not been a defensive station from either side, but they know too much about each other, really. There's been no surprise element. Alonso gets the signal and scores. Of course, Alisson wasn't in goal in the League Cup shootout. Hostility that Chelsea fans are putting upon him, but it does mean he scores. That's a great penalty.
Just wonder how close Mendy was to this. It looks though it beat him for height.
Oh, he's at the post. Whether Alisson got a touch to it. But the club skipper, the first blood in the shootout, goes Alisson's way, Liverpool's way.
And he doesn't get a touch.
On the line. And Thiago Panenka's him. Well, when your dad won the World Cup for Brazil via a penalty shootout, I suppose it's in the blood. Short run up and an emphatic penalty.
Yeah, I think he goes down the middle as well. Not quite a Panenka, but I think he just side foots it quite high into the net down the middle.
Stutter, and again the height and the confidence. 3 penalties each, 3-2 Liverpool lead.
Well, absolute relief for Firmino. He sprints.
Liverpool rivals on Merseyside, and he can take a penalty all right.
Well, it's always a gamble putting somebody on to take a penalty when they haven't had any touches of the ball. They've been sat on the bench.
Can come up with something, but he doesn't. Alexander-Arnold puts Liverpool on the brink. They are 4 out of 4. Jorginho, and he does.
Well, it wasn't the hop, skip and jump.
No.
He didn't want to do that. He just passed it into the corner.
And it's saved by Edouard Mendy. He came up with the save when Chelsea were begging him to do it. Even the great player keep his concentration here, and he has done. So Chelsea are back in front, and the onus Jota, but he doesn't.
Well, that could be the best of the lot. High into the corner. Goalkeeper going the wrong way.
Here he goes, and it's saved by Alisson. That unfortunate period goes on for this very gifted young player. Poor Liverpool, and wins it for Liverpool. A nerveless penalty, no wonder he's off and running. They win the FA Cup at the expense of Chelsea. And just like in the League Cup, in the final here in February, they've done it via a penalty shootout. A domestic double.